Hi there, my name is Lisa and I'm the owner of Lollipop Box Club. Today I am going to be playing with the DIY kit that comes in the July kit. I kind of have an idea in my head what I want to do, but I'm also going to just be playing, to be honest, because that's the way I find I work the best. I don't tend to work well if I plan completely ahead. I like to just kind of see where it takes me. Now inside the DIY kit you are receiving these 5 craft tags plus some string and a little book ring. The idea, my thoughts behind it, was to turn it into a mini book. So you've got the tags and then you can attach them with the book ring. You can just push those bits through and then you can add the string if you wish to like do a bow, but then you've got these little tags to decorate. Now I am going to turn mine into a mini book. That was the idea behind them. I'm really excited about doing this. I've got loads of bits and pieces from the kit. I've got the papers, I've got some of the note paper, I've got the glassine envelope, the die cuts, the embellishment postcards, stickers. I've got quite a few bits and pieces here. I want to use the stencil. I've also got here the stamp from the kit. I've got some other bits and pieces as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using those yet. Now you can obviously do entirely what you wish. You do not have to do what I'm doing. This is just how I envisaged doing it in my head. I will not be adding photos today, purely because I want to add photos afterwards. I'm going to be going to the US very soon to meet up with my dad. We don't see him very often, generally once a year, and I thought because it's really special to have this family time, I would actually gift him this mini book whilst we're there. I recently bought myself a little sprocket printer, this little thing here. It's a tiny little handheld printer and it works from your phone. If you haven't seen my video, I will link it up below so you can have a look. It's really cool and I'm looking forward to kind of documenting and scrapbooking a little whilst I'm away. So I thought it would be really nice just to make the mini book now and then just print the photos off when we're in the States, and I can give it to my dad as a gift when we sadly have to say goodbye. So that's the plan. So the idea is it's all adventure and fun things, and that's what this mini book is going to be about. I do plan to get messy and I do want to use the stencil. I really like the heart and I am just going to use a little bit of tape on the back of the heart just to see if I can keep it in place. Hopefully that will stick nicely because I don't want that to fall out. I think I might pop one out for the front page. Let's take one out. That would be quite sweet. And then I'm going to get the messy stuff out. I'm going to use this month's stencil. It's a mini circle stencil and I'm going to place it over the top here. I've got an old credit card that I've cut in half and I'm using some Ranger texture paste, and I'm just going to smear that through, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the great texture on this tag. Okay, I'm going to rub that top bit off and that's going to need a little while to dry. You can also add paint to your texture paste, so if you wanted a different colour you can take some out, add a little blob of paint, and then you've got coloured texture paste as well. There we go. I found by moving the stencil over the tag like that you get practically the whole tag in. It works really well this way. You've obviously got to be careful not to move the stencil whilst you're doing it for the best effect. So I've dried off my little tags. They look like they've got measles. I'm going to be attaching the photo to the back, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Now I'm going to be adding, actually I might cut these clouds out. I'm going to cut some of these out. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I did also want to cut these tags out as well and use these. pieces out from the postcard that I want. I have stripped off a couple of strips of these papers here. I really love these colours, and I'm going to stick these across the back. I think I'm going to stick them where the heart's supposed to be actually. I'm going to work on the first tag, and I'm going to use this from the notepad or the notelet that's in the treat bag. I'm just going to roughly cut around it, and then I'm going to attach it to some thin white card just to strengthen it a little bit and stick it across the front. It's like acting almost as the title of my mini book. So I've just stuck this onto some scrap white card, and now I'm again just cutting around the outside just to strengthen it before I stick it in place. So this is cut out. I've got my tag here, which I'm going to pop at the top. I am going to add a little bit of Kaiser colour. I just love this stuff, and I quite like finger painting. So let's just rub that on there really roughly. I want the white still to show through, and I still want to see the craft through there. It just really picks up the texture nicely. And then I'm going to pop that on there, just sticking obviously the middle bit in place. Don't want to cover up the hole because the book ring is going to go through. I'm going to do that to the other tags as well, just to add a little bit of colour. Getting there. I've got these bits decorated. I am going to do something to the back, although the photo is going to be covering the back. It still feels a bit messy, so I am going to add this paper. I think actually let's do this paper and the arrows to the back just to tidy them up a little bit tidier now. I'm a little bit happier with this. I will go around the outside with a pen before I'm finished. I'm now just going to get happy decorating the fronts of the tags, and I'm just going to have a little bit of fun and see what goes where. These are the fronts of my little tags, looking very cute, and there's lots and lots of texture. The backs aren't quite so pretty at the moment. Like I said, I will be adding teeny photos, but I do want to tidy them up a little bit. Black journal pen, I'm going to go around the outside of each tag, and that will make a big difference. So I just wanted to show you the progress of these tags and just how cute they look, and show you the difference between one with the doodling around the outside and one without. It really does make such a difference. It really finishes them off. And although I'm going to be sticking photos and bits and pieces, I've tidied up the back, so just in case I maybe want to add or miss off a photo and add journaling instead, I have got the choice. But yes, the doodling around the outside with a black pen really makes a difference. Cut out these little tags from the embellishment postcard. I do want to add these. I think they're really cute, and it would just be nice to add a little bit of extra journaling. I'm going to use my Big Bite to create the holes, and these are going to go on the back. And I thought, I'm not really going to have any space for my photos, am I? I'm going to have to come up with a different way of adding the photos because I've just had so much fun decorating these. There is no space for photos. I might, let me think, how else can I add a photo? I know what I'm going to do. I am going to print off my photos using my little printer. They are self-adhesive, and I am going to stick the photos back to back and just add them. I'm not going to have a hole punch with me actually, so that's not going to work. I'm really going to have to come up with a plan B, aren't I? I'm going to add this one as well, I think. I like these. Oh yeah, I can add one. Yeah, I can add it there, can't I? No reason why not. And I like having all the extra bits and pieces. In fact, let's make that look more purposeful. And any spaces where there's that. And then what I can do, this is why I don't like always planning things, because sometimes you really can't plan. Let's do that like that. It is just a case of that's happened. Oh, what can I do to make that look better? Let's pop that like that. got some other bits. Do you know, it's such a hot day today. I've got such a headache. I haven't been struggling too much with the hot weather, but it's a very muggy day today, and I've got all my windows open and there's just no air coming through whatsoever. These little, oh, I haven't used the stickers. I've still got these. Pop that there. I don't know, let's do that there. I just love playing. I think that's why I love these kits so much. Am I allowed to say that as they're my own kits? Is that okay? I just love playing with bits and pieces. I really do. Let's have a this summer. Oh, that would go well on the front one. Today's Adventures. I don't know, that looks a little lost, doesn't it? Let's not do that one after all. But we can have it. You know, I'm actually going to cut this one in half. Round off this so it looks like it was meant to be. Yeah, we're definitely going to have the photos separately, but that's fine. And let's just hope my dad really likes this. You know what men are like, sometimes they don't appreciate things. I have a husband that's actually more of a woman, so he totally gets all this, which is good. But and actually Louis does, my son, I guess, though he's always known life as having a mum that scrapbooks and journals everything, so he's used to it. Not all men get it. And my dad's a little bit of a funny one. My sister's house is decorated by my artwork, and it was only a couple of years ago that, I can't remember, something was said and my dad just thought that our houses were decorated with bought artwork. He had no idea that it was actually mine. Right, these are done. I like these so much. They are so cute. Look at all these. Aren't they sweet? I've just had so much fun. I think, no, I'm not going to doodle around the outside of that one. I've really enjoyed making these. And then we can add some, like I said, some journaling and all that kind of thing. Let's add these. Let's make sure we get the front one. And what I will do when I've finished it, I'm not going to, it doesn't really matter whether they go front or back. I will actually take photos and show you. I'm actually thinking about scrapbooking on the go and maybe see if I can do some videos like on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, come on over to Lollipop Box Club, and also my personal one, which is the Funky Fairies. The details are below. I've messed this one up again. I will be photographing. Right, let's do that like that, and then we'll do the others like that. I will be doing photographs and videos and that whilst I'm away, so come and find me on Instagram. That is so cute. Now, I was also going to use this from the kit. Is this going to work? I know how it's going to work. Let's tie this. I've got itchy leg. Let's tie this around here. Tie a little bow. So now I can attach this. My dad's probably going to look at this and think, what on earth has she done? Why would she do that? I think he likes the things I make. He's just a typical man's man. That's going like this. I like this. It's coming together really nicely now. And maybe if he doesn't like it, I'll ask for it back. There we go. I wanted to use the sequins and I haven't actually done anything. I think I've been bitten on my leg, itching. I didn't end up using the stamp, but that's okay. Right, let's cut that down a little bit. I just thought when I added it in the kit, it would look quite pretty. Adds another bit of texture. No, I'm not going to. I was going to make a shaker card from the packaging and the tag in the kit, but I've decided not to. I don't need to add everything. I've got the heart on there, so that's fine. Do you think this is finished? We don't need anything else, do we? No, let's call it a day right this time. So we've got Today's Adventures with the little charm, and then I can add wording. And I think what I will do is add photos separately. The photos are about the size of this anyway. They're not big. I didn't want them to be absolutely huge, so that works out really well. Right, I've made a decision. I am going to print the photos off, stick them back to back, and I've got sharp scissors with me. I'm going to make my own hole and pierce this through. So every other page there will be a double backed photo. I think that's my best option. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the photos after. I will take photos when it's done, and I will add to Instagram for you to have a look. So come and find me. I hope you've enjoyed this. Do have fun decorating your tags. That's all you need to do. You do not need to do it the way I've done it. This is just the way I've chosen to do it. But you can just cut the papers out, use the stickers, use the kit pieces to however you choose. This was just my choice. I like using paints and I wanted to use the stencil as well. So I've had really, really good fun making this. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up. I hope this hasn't been too crazy for you. Like I said, I'm not very good at planning things. I like to just do something as I fancy doing it, how it comes to mind. So things don't always go right first time, but I really enjoy doing it that way. Please give me a thumbs up. That's already dirty. I've got glue on there. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, if you like making this kind of thing. I'd really appreciate it. And leave comments below and let me know how you are planning to use your DIY kit. I would love to know. And don't forget, there's a mini little private chat group for Lollipop Box Club. Again, the link is below. Everything is below that you need. So I would love you to come and share your project and show me how you've used yours. Thank you so much. Sorry for this crazy kind of unplanned video. I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.